It is D-Day for TikTok in the US. The Congress has voted on the legislation that could ban TikTok. 352 lawmakers have supported the bill, while 65 have opposed it. Among them were 50 Democrats and 15 Republicans. It's not yet clear what the fate of the measure will be in the Senate, but if it indeed becomes a law, which President Biden has said he would sign if it reaches his desk, ByteDance would be left with two options, basically. Number one, to sell TikTok within 6 months. Number two, say goodbye to the US app stores and web hosting platforms. It is what they say, a lose-lose situation. And what did TikTok have to say? It has blasted the House lawmakers' fast-tracking of the bill, basically. Also, their closed-door briefing for members last week concerning the app's national security concerns. Before the decision had come, China had issued a warning to the United States. Listen to this for yourself.
Although the United States has never found evidence that TikTok threatens US national security, it has never stopped suppressing TikTok. This kind of bullying behavior is used when one can no longer win in fair competition and disrupts the normal business activity of companies, damages the confidence of international investors in the investment environment, and damages normal global economic and trade order. In the end, this will inevitably come back to bite the United States itself.
Well, you heard that. China has openly said that the ban will come back to bite the US. The state media has also parroted that criticism. In fact, several Chinese newspapers ran satirical cartoons slamming America's move. Of course, China is crying foul. Like I told you yesterday, the firm is feeling threatened, so it's issuing empty threats of its own. Its desperate attempt to get American TikTokers to lobby for the app clearly backfired. It gave American lawmakers all the more reasons to get rid of TikTok for good. Now, all it can do is wait for the Congress vote and simmer in tension. And in the run-up to the vote, the Director of National Intelligence, Avril Haines, has flagged another big concern. She says China could use TikTok to influence the 2024 US election. This year's annual threat assessment report mentioned something quite similar, by the way. It said TikTok accounts run by a Chinese government propaganda arm targeted candidates during the US midterm election cycle in 2022. The FBI Director Christopher Wray has also repeated that TikTok posed national security concerns. Clearly, the odds do not seem to be in TikTok's favor. It is drowning in skepticism and allegations. But what it does have is a loyal user base of 170 million Americans and 7 million small businesses. It has an army of TikTokers fighting for its cause. Also, the freedom of expression enthusiasts. Let's listen to their side of the story.
Any ban on TikTok is not just banning the freedom of expression. You are literally causing huge harm to our national economy. We have small business owners that are here and small business owners from across the country that use TikTok to move our economy forward. All of our social media platforms need to be treated equally and need to be treated the same way. And to single out TikTok in this way, we believe is dangerous and certainly against freedom of expression.
The Democratic representative Maxwell Frost, who is the first Gen Z congressman, has in fact warned President Joe Biden. He says signing the law would not be helpful as the president tries to court younger voters. Former President Donald Trump does not support the legislation either, even though he himself tried to ban TikTok during his tenure. And then there are the TikTok influencers and the content creators, of course. For them, this bill is basically going to decide if their monthly checks will come in or not. That's how crucial this is for them. And if TikTok is out, they will have to look for new jobs. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.